Hey everyone. All right. I got to go warm up my coffee and then we'll get started because I got my camera, my Canon hooked up to the computer and I got to see if it works. So give me a moment and that's it. Okay. Okay, let me see what this thing. How is everyone? This is not going to be a long live. I promise. Unless you guys want it to be. All right, let me see what this. We had to go to, what do you call that place? Walmart. And get the right cord, because Apple computers, you have to get a cord for every single thing. Like, for some reason with Apple computers, they don't have the right kind of plugs. So you always have to go get this plug and that plug, and it just costs more money. So we had to go get the proper plug for this camera, because this is a very expensive camera that I bought, and I feel really weird not using it, especially since I've been live streaming a lot more. This necklace can't lay flat. So let's see here. Wait, I think I gotta turn it on. Duh. Set to clean. Okay, so, well, it might be lopsided, but that's okay. What matters is if it works, right? For goodness sakes. This, I have like this weird stand for it. I don't know. Let's see what it does. Nothing. Hold on, you guys. I think I gotta fix it. Oh, duh. I gotta plug it in. Okay, I'm acting real ditzy right now. Let me stop. It's just I'm not used to this. So hopefully it doesn't look too cray, or I will just take it out, because I'm not gonna. Hopefully it looks nice. I don't even know if it's gonna stay on the whole time. Oh, we got that. You guys are gonna probably have to see a square. Hopefully that doesn't bother y'all too much. All right, let's see. Whoa. Okay. Woo. Okay, that's a little bit too clear for me. Holy shit. How is everyone? I took my melatonin and put my sleepy oils on. Give me like 10 minutes. Probably will be snoring. I'm sorry. Hey, Positive Intentions. Heather. Boston. I can't go up anymore. Goose. Everyone that's here. Okay. This is different. We'll see how long this works for. Let me see if I can tilt this back a little bit. Okay. Maybe I should turn on. It's like really bright. Holy shit. Is that better or no? Turn off another light. Oh no, it doesn't even look good without the lights. All right, you guys. This is the best I can do. Thank you, Boston. Speaking of snoring, yeah. Heather was having a little bit of snoring last night, but it was super cute. It was so cute. Okay. Just let's see how it looks on the iPad. Let's just see. Because I'm just not used to this. Come closer to me. Come closer so you guys don't see. We got a whole bunch of stuff from Walmart over there. Oh, I'm going to show you guys my makeup haul in a second, and then we'll get started on her. Okay. I want to see something real quick. How is everybody doing? What did you do today? I hope everybody had like an amazing day and everything. You can't hear me? Oh. Hold on. You guys can't hear me? When did you send me this message? Oh, but you can hear me now, right? Oh, okay. Okay, just making sure because I just got the message. Okay. I seen what you sent like okay. Okay. I'm just making sure. Okay, so let's show you guys the makeup haul first. Okay. So I went to Walmart. And every time I go to Walmart, I get a little bit cray-cray. But this is the time, it's okay, that I could suggest these things to you guys. It's so lopsided. Why? I don't like that. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll get it together. Just bear with me here, okay? Bear with your girl. Because, oh, for Christ's sake. It's just lopsided. Is that better? Yeah, I don't know about this because yeah. Maybe that's a little bit better. Just because something looks not clear about this. What do you guys think? I'm feeling like it's just hold on a second. It's just hold on a second. It just looks weird. It doesn't look like HDMI. It just looks weird. Hold on. Hold on a second, you guys. Let me see something real quick, okay? I'm gonna fix it. Oh. It's not on 4K. That's what it is. Yeah, see, I can't have it on 4K though because it'll drain my battery. And we can't have that. One second, y'all. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to fix something real quick. There are a lot of people live right now. I'm going to talk while I'm doing this real quick. There are a lot of people live right now. A lot of drama going on right now. A lot of unnecessary drama, in my personal opinion. But it is what the fuck it is, right? Like, there's really nothing that can be done about that. Okay, I think I got it. This is a very complicated camera. For Christ's sake. It's always something, you guys. Why does it always add a B when I type awesome? Just give me 2 more minutes, you guys. I'm just trying to fix this camera real quick. It's always something. Whatever, I'm just gonna have to figure it out later. I don't have time for this. Okay, hold on, you guys. 1 second. Let me plug it back in. You have no idea how much money we have had to spend just to just to find the right kind of equipment for this Apple computer is insane. Insane, y'all. So I'm just going to say that if you have to get an Apple computer, go ahead. Like if that's what you feel you want. But I definitely would recommend getting a PC over Apple. And I never thought I'd say that unless you're getting ready to, willing to spend some money. Like we had to buy, what do you call that thing? What is this thing called? It's a cam link. So you have to buy a cam link to go to this Apple computer because the app that I had wasn't working. The cam link was $200. Then, oh God, it's just a mess. Do you guys see like a little thing swirling around? Please don't mind it. This thing is getting on my nerves. Yeah, $300 for this cam link thing. And then we got the wrong cord, which was $50, so we had to take that back. And then the other cord we found at Walmart today, which was great. But you have to get like a specific even cord to be able to connect the cam link to the camera. It is like, if you look it up on the internet, you'll understand what I'm talking about. No, it's not even turning on. I'm about ready to pull this thing right out in a minute. Just saying. $300 for some little thing. Okay, I had it set wrong. For some little, I'll show it to you guys. Hold on. Right in front of me, but it's just it's a mess, and I wouldn't have had to spend that much money if I have like a regular PC. But for Apple, for some reason, Apple just they don't have the right kind of outlet, I guess. So you have to buy all kinds of things in order to make things fit, and it's just ridiculous. I love my Apple, don't get it twisted, but it's expensive to have it. Okay, just leave it alone. All right, so let me just do the makeup haul first and get that out of the way because there's some things that I want to show you guys. All right, so the first thing I got at Walmart. That's insane. Why can't you just get a USB adapter for the camera? Because it doesn't take a USB. It has to be HDMI, Boston, because that's how HDMI for the camera to work, because it's a 4K HDMI camera. So it has to be an HDMI cord. So this thing first, this is the Neutrogena microdermabrasion system. Visible results in just one use. It says softer, more luminous skin. Tomorrow, firmer, younger looking skin with rejuvenating puffs. Easy, gentle, 1 month supply. So this is this thing right here. And it's cute. I don't know why I'm saying it's cute. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Hey, Lynn. Okay, so this thing comes with it like this, right? And then you got a batteries. It comes with batteries too. So I do dermabrasion with something else that I have. Thank you. No, I got this. Yes, I'm live. Do you want to see how it looks?
It looks amazing.
You see it? Oh, he doesn't want to be on camera. But anyway, and then it comes with this. Say hi. It doesn't look that great. Say hi.
Hi, people.
You guys will meet him probably this weekend. We'll do a video with him. But he got me a Pepsi. Where is it?
Right there. Right on the side.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. So, all right. So this thing, what is that? Anyway, it comes with these little things right here. So I do dermabrasion. That's why my skin is peeling. So what? No, not microbrasion and dermabrasion is different. I think dermabrasion is more abrasive, but microbrasion is really good. I know it won't sit right. It won't.
You buckled it.
Well,
you buckled it upside down.
It just, no, I didn't. It's fine, babe. You put this little thing on here. Thank you. I'll fix it in a minute. Put this. Oh, okay, yeah. So you put this thing on here, and then it goes like this. I don't want to tape it on there because if I do, I'll waste it. And it's like an exfoliator for your skin, okay? And I think like the ingredients or whatever is already in here. So what micro dermabrasion does is it gets rid of the dead skin cells. Oh, Tia, I got a neck lance as well. What's that, sweetie? Oh, thank you, Boston. You guys are so sweet. I love you guys. And then you just, never mind. I don't want to put it on there. You just press that on there like that. And then it just gets rid of all the dead skin cells on your face. And this was like, I think, $20-something. So we're going to try it. Maybe I'll try it live with you guys to see how it works. Yes, I've seen those and want one. How much was it? It's like, how much was it? It doesn't say, but I got it from Walmart and I think it's like $20-something. So it says instantly 91% had smoother skin, more luminous skin. 1 week, 88% had visible improvement in the look of their fine lines. 4 weeks, 88% had significantly reduced appearance of wrinkles or age spots. 8 weeks, 72% had substantially firmer looking skin. So it says so easy and convenient. Just use 3 times per week. So you cannot use this a lot because it is very abrasive, but it's not as abrasive and it's not going to be done right unless you're going to like a professional. But yeah, that's what it does. It gets all the dead skin cells off of your face. So I want to try it and see if I like it. There's no sense in putting it back in the box. I'm not going to. And it came with batteries, which is really cool. That's good. Okay. So that, yeah, I think it was like 23-something Boston. Something like that. I'll give you the exact price when I'm done here. Okay, so another thing I want to recommend to you guys is the best, if you do your brows, this is the best drugstore brow brush. This is the Precision Dual-Sided Eyebrow Brush by e.l.f. And this brush is bomb. Like literally the best brush ever. I'm obsessed with brow brushes, you guys. I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with brow brushes. Literally, you will love this brush. It is so easy to work with, and it's only like $6. I got that. I got this little palette. This is the Milani Glided Getaway. Look how cute. My son's like, oh, you got me a bus. No, I don't know what they're trying to do here, but this is what it looks like. It's Super cute. I can use this for you guys too if you want me to. Don't mind my nails, but that's cute. I wish there were more mattes instead of shimmers, but this is a really cute little palette that I seen. And I got this new mascara by e.l.f. This is the Big Mood Mega Volume Lifting Mascara. And it has an hourglass brush. This is by e.l.f. Got that. Then we got this. I don't ever get any of my liquid liner from anywhere except for NYX. NYX has the best liquid liners ever, and they're super affordable. That's the point, super sketchy artistry liner. And this is one of my favorites, and I like their liquid liner too. I normally go for their liquid liner a little bit more than this. I don't like pencil liners. I like liquid, but I like all of their liners. And I'm excited to use these two things too. So these are by Milani. I don't usually use primers, but I do use primers more in the summertime to protect my skin. And this is the Milani SPF BFF. And it's their SPF 30 primer. It's broad spectrum UVA and UVB protection, which is really good. So it says lightweight lotion texture, natural finish, enhanced with vitamin E. And what the hell is that? Glycerin. So, and then the other one I got is the Milani Bright Side Illuminating Primer. And this has vitamin C in it and provitamin B5. This is a base illuminator. So I got these two right here, and I'll let you guys know how either I'll use them in a video or I'll let you guys know how they work, because normally when you get SPF, you know how SPF just feels really weird on your face. I heard good things about their primer, so I will try them and see how they work. Okay, next thing is this NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte Creamy Powder Blush. And this is what it looks like. NYX has really good blush. And I love NYX, you guys. Like, NYX just has really, really good affordable, not affordable. They could be a little bit more cheaper than what they are to be drugstore. And this is new by NYX. This is their Shadow and Liner Primer. And it's just called Ultimate. This is what it looks like. And this is just to prime your eyes before you put on any eyeshadow. And then I got these beauty blenders by e.l.f. e.l.f. has the best beauty blenders ever. Like, very comparable to like regular beauty blender that's like $20. These are really good, and it's only like $6 or $7. And that's it. Is that it? No. One more thing. So this is something that I use quite often. This is the Oil of Olay Regenerist Microsculpting Serum. If you want to see like any changes in your skin as far as like crow's feet or anything like that, this is really, really good. Like, almost better than more higher end creams that I use. So if you're looking for something really good to, like, you know, help with, you know, fine lines, wrinkles, things like that, or if you just want to start using it to just get a head start, because I don't have like a lot of wrinkles, but this definitely has a lot to do with it too. Tiffany, I tried. Good evening, Tia. Hey, Trish, how are you? I'm not even kidding. It's hideous. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I'll get there. So if you're looking for like a really, really good product to use on your skin to get rid of all, you know, your wrinkles, or if you have wrinkles or whatever, this stuff is really good. I recommend this for any woman that's 30 and over, for sure. And that's it. So I didn't go too crazy. It's not like I was at Ulta or something, but when I go to Ulta, that's when I really get crazy. Okay. Really get crazy. Okay. I know. Okay, one more thing I want to show you guys too. And they have this in all colors. If you are ever looking for a really good pomade, try this. A drugstore pomade, either e.l.f. or try this. This is the Maybelline eyeliner. But I use it for a pomade and it works really, really well. So if you're looking for a pomade and you don't want to pay for Anastasia, this is just as good and it's super pigmented. So I use this a lot for my brows. Okay, now that's it. Okay, so let's get started. I need to become rich and just hire a makeup artist every day. Oh, girl, it's not that hard. I promise you. Sorry if the focus keeps going in and out. Like, that's just what it's going to do. I'm not used to this yet. Like, just getting used to it. Okay. So let's talk, you guys. I don't want to keep you guys long. I don't want to keep you guys long. You know what's crazy is I always forget to put my thing in live chat too. I just you're so cute, Boston. I always forget to put it on live chat too. So thank you for reminding me, Boston. I don't understand why you have to do that. Hey, Melissa, how come whenever I'm not in live chat, I can't see you, Melissa? Like, I don't understand this. It shouldn't be like that. For some reason, what the hell is going on here? That's weird. For some reason, Melissa, I cannot see you. I can see you on my iPad, but I can't see you on here. That is so weird. Huh. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, you can use it for eyeliner. That's technically what it's for, sweetie. But you can also use it for pomade if you want to. There's some right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's so weird. You're welcome. Okay, I just seen you just now. Oh, wow, that's strange. Now I see you. I have no clue how it works. So if I hit something, I shouldn't have someone let me know. Well, the thing is that now I can see you. Are you in live chat, Melissa, or are you in top chat? Because make sure that you are, because now I can see you. But before, I couldn't see you, which is weird. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit and kind of get your opinion on what's going on with Katie Joy, because, and then we're going to talk about something different towards the end. Tia, make sure you, yeah, I am on live chat now, but I guess I wasn't before, which is weird. Okay, which you shouldn't have to do that. Like, that's whatever. But the reason why I want to talk to you guys about her is, you know what, it's kind of sad that I had to go down this rabbit hole again, because once you go down this rabbit hole, it's a very hard rabbit hole to get out of, right? Because without a crystal ball, aka Katie Joy without a crystal ball, whatever you want to call her, I will say that I think it's very amazing where her channel is, you know, somewhat growing. And I do like some of her content. I'm thinking of positive things before we go into the negative. I do like some of her content and whatnot, but it's really starting to bother me the more I watch her or the more I research her. It's really starting to bother me how there's just never any accountability from her, and she's always the victim. Now, I do not like the mob mentality. I do not like what's going on with her and the things that people are doing to her. Okay. And I'm never going to be okay with that. But I'm also not okay with the way that she gaslights and deflects and never takes any accountability for anything that she does. So I am one of the things that Katie Joy, and I'm going to see if I can pull it up here, but I'm afraid about clips because I know that she strikes people and I don't like that. I'm not trying to get a strike on my channel. But there is a clip that I would like to show you guys because there's a couple of things that she said that I remember kind of verbatim. This is a cycle with Katie and it's never ending. It's never ending, Melissa. I 100% agree. I'm just like in her recent video, she's talking about how happy she is for Tati and how proud she is of Tati. And she feels so bad with all of the things that Tati has had to endure. But you're one of those people who bullied Tati. You are the reason why you yourself had a lawsuit. You had a lawsuit because of the shit you were talking about Tati. You are with those people who bullied Tati and who made her life miserable by saying horrible and nasty things. So why not take accountability for that? And I think one of the main things that I don't like that Katie Joy is doing a lot is she's talking about other channels and how they are using her name to build their channel, using her name to get paid by YouTube, using her name for recognition, using her for everything. Okay. I have a problem with that. And I'm going to show you why. Let me read some of the comments. The biggest thing about Katie Joy is that she has no self-awareness, absolutely zero. It's mind-boggling to me because I don't understand how she thinks that we all don't notice that she has none. Exactly. Like no self-awareness. It's like, I don't understand how she can sit there and say, I'm so happy for Tati. She's doing well. She had to endure so much. People really, really did her horribly. Without a crystal ball, you did Tati horribly. Period. Just because you and Tati made a deal, and that is why you are not being sued anymore because you settled and you're going to testify for her, allegedly, whatever. The point is, you are one of those people who made her life miserable by making up lies and all kinds of horrible things about Tati, lying on her husband, literally dragging her name through the mud, but yet you feel bad for her. At some point, you have to take accountability for the things that you do, right? You cannot go around talking about channels and saying that they are getting rich off of your name. Now, don't get me wrong, some channels are, but I think we can tell the difference between the channels who where their whole channel is without a crystal ball, their whole entire channel. Okay. I get it. Right. But a lot of creators such as myself are literally just holding you accountable for some of the nasty things that you've done. It does not justify what you're going through. No one deserves what you're going through. And I empathize with that, but that still doesn't mean you're innocent. You can't sit there and try to hold other people accountable for what they're doing to you when you take no accountability for any of your actions, period. And that's what bothers me about her. Now that she's on now that she's on Tati her side, she gave up her source, Swanson, who Tati now is suing. She seems to forget what she did. Exactly. Like, you're walking around holding all of these people accountable for what they have done. But what about you? Can we discuss how she compared her experience with cops as a white woman to the killings of Black people at the hands of a cop? I would have to see proof of that, Riley. I won't say that unless I see proof, because that is a serious accusation. It is. Hi, Nellie. How are you? That is a very serious accusation. And I don't feel comfortable saying that unless I see some proof. I don't know if it's in any of her recent videos. That's a very, very big accusation. Did you watch her video where she's standing up for Charlotte and others because they don't deserve to go through what they have been through? People are sending her stuff about Charlotte. It's like, why don't some of these creators understand that if you do shitty things on your channel, others are going to discuss it on theirs? Exactly. Yeah. Did she do it? Because listen, if she did that, that is horrible. That is horrible to compare. Okay, first of all, we're not going to go ahead and discuss white privilege here, okay? But if she said that, that just shows you the lack of self-awareness that Without a Crystal Ball has, okay? It does. It just does. Like, that's just ridiculous. Tia, she 100% did that. That's just disgusting. Now you guys see, like, it is very easy to empathize. Like, this thing literally just drains out all the color. Like, that's the only thing that I don't like. It seems as though I just have to get used to it, you guys. Maybe that's what it is. But that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I could sit here right now and tell you guys, like, in the last video I did about Without a Crystal Ball, it was in defense of her because I empathize with the things that she's going through. From my research, it shows that people are really putting her through a lot. However, you cannot sit there and act. It just bothers me because she's always the victim. She never takes any accountability. It's almost as if she literally acts as though she's done nothing and that nobody else is supposed to see all of the things that she's done throughout this past year. Okay? Like, I remember in one of her videos, and if I can find it, I will. In one of her videos, she's sitting there blaming the anti-KJ community for her reasons as to why her and LB fell out and why they don't have a friendship, because the anti-KJ community came between them. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Without a Crystal Ball, do you remember all of the crazy and insane things that you did to LB? You've done some horrible things to her, but yet it's everyone else's fault. That's what I have a problem with. At some point, you got to take some accountability for the shit that you do, right? Like, even if you are a target for a reason. To compare yourself as a white woman and then to sit there and act as though everyone is getting rich, everyone is getting clout off your name. Okay, let's come back down to earth, KJ, because you're not that big, okay? You're not. If I want to get clout off of somebody else's name, it sure as hell ain't going to be you. It's not. You act like you have millions and millions of subscribers, and you don't. I think it's a huge accomplishment how many that you do have, and I think that it's something definitely to be recognized. I'm not saying that she's not a hard worker. I'm not saying any of it. I'm just saying quit trying to say that people are using your name to build their channels, because let's examine the evidence of the people that you use to build your channel, okay? Let's look. How many videos has she done about the Duggars? Let's keep looking. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Holy crap. Done? Oh my goodness. 114 videos. That's a lot of damn videos. So don't sit there and act as though everyone is getting clout off of your name when you have 115 freaking videos about the Duggars. No. How hypocritical can one person be? That's what I want to say. Yeah, I'm screen sharing now, girl. I'm getting it. Peace. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you to my mods. You guys are awesome. I love you. Thank you, Tia, for staying away from the drama and sticking to the facts. Well, thank you, just because. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, that was messed up. The audience didn't even know he had died. I'm laughing, and then she was murdered. Yeah, I'm really, you can't sit there and talk about how other creators are getting clout off of your name, because I'm going to go ahead and say that probably her most viewed videos are the Duggars. Literally every day you're doing a video about the Duggars. So if other people are getting clout off of your name, KJ, then you're getting clout off of the Duggars, right? Because they are social media, public figures or whatever. You have definitely exploited that family, okay? But you're getting mad, but when it's being done to you. But what are you doing? I want her to take some accountability. You know what? I would even like her if she would just take some accountability for the things that she does. Do people not see the things that she has done? No? Because I have been watching, even though I had to take a step back. I took a step back. I was not going to sit there and talk and continue to do video after video. To me, that's toxic. I don't know how people do it. I will sit here and say that, yes, there are some people that go too far. There are people where their whole entire channel is her. And as I've said once before, and I've said it actually a numerous of times, when your whole channel is about one specific person, for one, you're not doing anything but making that person more relevant, okay? For one. And for two, you are literally, you are building your channel off of that person. And it's not as if, especially if you're every single thing you're putting under a microscope of what this person does, that is called gaining clout, building your channel off of another person's name. That's the truth. And then what happens when there's nothing to talk about anymore, which, to be honest with you, I feel like Without a Crystal Ball is going to always give somebody something to talk about. Ultimately, I do feel like in a lot of ways, she knows exactly what she's doing to continue to have people talk about her. But in the same sense, she's hypocritical because she wants people to talk about her. She just doesn't want people to hold her accountable. That's her problem. Like, what you have to understand is you have what, 100,000, 200, how many subscribers does she have? I don't even know. I don't pay attention to the girl. Let's see. No. Why are you not out there with Daddy? Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Josiah, go on. Go on. All right. Okay, so she has 173,000 people. See, it's interesting that there was a period where things got quiet during the lawsuit on Katie's end, and that's when the inciting started. So maybe there's something to that. I agree, Melissa. Absolutely. I think it didn't stay quiet for long though, did it, Melissa? You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Boston. Everyone says hi, handsome. Say everyone says hi. Okay. Go on. Go sit down with Daddy. Now. Okay. Yes, he's obsessed with John Cena. He loves John Cena. Okay. So that is the only thing that I say with Without a Crystal Ball. It's like she doesn't want anybody to talk about her. Nobody. If anybody talks about her, it's like she's trying to get every single person that has a channel and that talks about her, she has a problem with. But here's the thing. You are a public figure, okay? Just like, who else has a channel? I'm sure there's some people like Melissa is a public figure. I'm a public figure. There's only so much you can do when people are talking about you, unfortunately. There's really nothing that you can do. Really. The best thing that you can do is ignore it because you can't stop people from doing it. You can ask them nicely, especially when you're not giving them any reason to, or it's something that was in the past, or whatever the situation is. You cannot make somebody stop talking about you. It's unfortunate, but it is the way that it is. Now, you could take it to another level if they're telling lies on you and things like that. And you could definitely do what Tati did to Without a Crystal Ball and took her, almost sued her or whatever. But as a public figure, you have to get used to people critiquing and talking about every single thing that you do. And the bigger you get, the worse it gets. You have absolutely no control over it. So just don't engage or breathe life into it. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and Melissa said it the best. And she's going through that now too. And like I said, I see it from both sides, but I don't agree with the mob mentality. I don't agree with, you can't force somebody to take accountability because they might not see it the way that you do, and I don't agree with it. I don't agree with what's happening to Without a Crystal Ball. I don't agree with what Melissa's going through. I just don't agree with the shit. If you want to address something, fine, address it or whatever. If you want to hold KJ, I don't even know what to call her. Without a Crystal Ball, KJ, freaking everything. If you want to hold KJ accountable, you can absolutely do that. But don't have your whole channel about her because then that's when it becomes borderline obsessive. I mean, after a certain amount of videos or when your whole channel is about KJ, it does become obsessive. However, this is what KJ does not want. I've watched her and I've noticed it, and I see it every single time I watch her. She does not want people talking about her. Just like EKC people suck. Recently she is calling out everyone who talks badly about her. Even if somebody's coming in defense of her, if they've talked bad about her in the past, she's still talking about these people. Just like with Truth Sleuth. Truth Sleuth was defending her against everything that's going on right now in the anti-KJ community or whatever. And she's still not satisfied with it because Truth Sleuth straight up said in her video, I'm still going to continue to hold her accountable. But now you see creators that are backing away from it because of what the anti-KJ community is doing. You cannot stop people from talking about you, KJ. You just can't. You are a public figure with 173,000 people that are following you, subscribe to you. Do you think everybody is going to like you? You can't stop people from talking about you. Just like with EKC people suck. Like, are you serious? Like, I guess she has a past with her. And EKC people suck. She does do a lot of videos about KJ. That's on her. There's nothing you can do about it without a crystal ball. Nothing. That's not breaking the law. And I'm not even going to say that the things that she's saying is defamation. You are calling out people that supposedly you're going to, hold on, you guys. Supposedly you're going to take to court. You're going to take these people to court. You're going to hold these people accountable and responsible for the things that they're doing. So then let the FBI and the police do their job. But yet you keep calling out people who didn't do anything but hold you accountable. There's a difference between the people like Nat and Little Miss Noble and all those people. Okay, let's just say those people have, I don't even want to get into the story about Nat. If somebody else, when I open the panel, wants to get into that, that's fine. It is the biggest story ever. Like, I don't understand that woman. I don't. I understand that she does have some mental problems and God bless her. But the things that she has done to KJ, I 100% disagree with. But what I will say is you are literally, what's the word I'm looking for? You're throwing other creators that are not doing anything wrong, that are literally just making videos to hold you accountable. Like Tina, for an example, she had a Facebook page about KJ and the horrible things that she has done. That's not illegal. That's not defamation, okay? Unless you can prove that it is. So why are you going out of your way to try to put Tina into all of this BS that Tina has absolutely nothing to do with? You can't even prove it. You have no facts to back it up. So why do you keep saying her name irresponsibly? That's wrong. You shouldn't be talking about people that you don't have any proof to back it up. Well, I don't know. I don't watch her anymore. I used to, but I definitely have changed my opinion about EKC. I just don't think she's a nice person anymore. And not just what she did to KJ. It just seems like she just doesn't seem as nice as I thought she was. But that's a different story for another day. I'm not saying she's a bad person. She seems like a very highly intelligent woman. I feel like her content with KJ is going a little bit overboard. And I also feel like she's not as nice as I thought that she was. That's all. If she allows doxing, that's horrible. But you still can't throw other creators into your defamation suit and you're throwing out all of these creators who are literally innocent, who are just holding her accountable and speaking the truth. You're trying to throw everybody into this whole circle of people like Nat and the people who are doing horrible things without showing facts to prove it. Let the FBI and the police do their job. That's why they're here. That's why we pay taxes. That's why you pay taxes. That's why you pay your attorneys. Let them do their job and quit trying to, pick random people that talk about you that you don't like and without any proof or facts to back it up. She's been looking for her chance to do that for at least a year now. I know, Melissa, you're 100% right. Yes, also, there's a big difference between a creator holding someone accountable and a creator dragging someone. I love that Tia holds people accountable without dragging them. Absolutely. I don't want to drag anybody. I don't think that KJ is a bad person. Okay, I know that there's some people that do, but I don't think she's a bad person. I think what her problem is, and I'm not like, she just has a problem with taking any accountability. She's never wrong. And it's like no self-awareness. She thinks that she's so unaware of the things that she does, and it's almost like when people pointed out to her all of the things that she's done, it's almost like she doesn't see it. I don't know what it is. What do you guys think? It's so much worse when the creator encourages the subs to go attack and then tries to act as if they had nothing to do with the constant shit talking and attacking. I agree, just because 100% echo chambers and things like that. And I feel like with KJ, she tries to act like she doesn't do that. Like, she will say very blatantly, she will say, please don't go, attacking anybody, things like that. And I get it. But when you are sitting there talking about these other creators and the horrible things that they've done, of course your supporters are going to want to go and stick up for you. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. And you're sitting there saying all the horrible stuff that they've done, but you're not taking any accountability for anything. No, Tia, she has apologized before, then took it back and deleted it the next day. Yeah, I remember when she did that, Melissa. I remember. I think she's a terrible person. See, I don't like to say that anybody's terrible, Riley. I think people, there are terrible people, but I think, I don't know about her. I don't want to say she's terrible, though. You know what I mean? I feel like that would be, I don't know. Watch her from the beginning. She uses people's trauma for dollars and lies when she runs out of content. I agree. Do you guys remember what happened with that whole, what is his name? Oh my gosh, what is that creator's name that she lied on? It had to do with the whole Shane Dawson thing. That whole thing pissed me off so bad. This creator went away for a while. Oh my God, what is his name? I used to watch him. Well, it had to do with Rich Lux, this specific creator. I can't even remember his name, y'all. But he told her some information about Shane Dawson. Saunders, that's it. Thank you, Melissa. I love you. Okay, Saunders. So Saunders Kennedy, she told him he is a liar. Okay. He told her some, exclusive information, and she took it and ran with it when it wasn't even true, saying that Shane Dawson was going to be like prosecuted or something like that. Thank you, Mother Funk. And I like that name, by the way. And then what happened? She just took it and ran off with it, and then threw Saunders Kennedy under the bus. It was just a big freaking mess. You know what we should do? we should like do like a history of all of the problematic things. We're not going to do this. Where is your dad? He's home and he can't even keep you out. We should do like all of the very problematic things that KJ has done. And you are right, Riley. I have watched KJ do some horrible things. Okay. She has thrown so many people under the bus. She has walked over so many people and screwed over so many people to get to where she is. I agree, Riley. But there has to be something good about her, right? Like she can't be just this most horrible person. I think a lot of YouTubers do that, but I can promise you guys on everything I love, I will never be that person. Okay? I promise you, I will never be that person to lie to you guys. I will always be transparent with you guys. I will never use anybody to get to the top. I don't give a shit how many freaking people are in here. We're not going to be talking about drama every day, but we will hold people accountable for their actions without inserting ourselves in it. And that's okay. Okay. But I think somewhere along the line, these creators just lose their humanity. I really, really do. What do you guys think? I feel like money clouds a lot of people's judgment, but to me, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I feel like money should make you better. It should make you a better person. Success should make you grow into a better person. It shouldn't make you a horrible person. It shouldn't make you a shady person. But some people get like that. Money does that to people. That's what is upsetting, is that I think she could have been a great advocate for families with issues like her son has. But it's always got to be about Katie. You are so right. I didn't have any idea that you knew Katie Joy like that, Melissa. I didn't know that. So that's awesome. And I wanted to add you to our group chat, Melissa. So let me know if you want to be in it. Okay, so I do want to know what you guys think. It is, yes, Melissa is a wonderful person. Like I said, even just to touch on that, I'm very proud of Melissa for coming forth with her story. I do like Natasha. You know, I don't think Natasha is a bad person. But ultimately, I am not going to be that person to pick sides or anything like that. I think Melissa is a wonderful person. I think nobody's going to get me in the middle of anything. And that's it. Melissa is my friend. And I think she is so far a wonderful friend. Anytime I need her, any advice, she's always there. And that's it. Absolutely. I agree. Love you too, girl. I agree. It's time to move on. And Melissa has amazing content, and I can't wait for her to move on. I'm not even joking. Like, I like her whole, conspiracy theories, and, I like these kinds of things. I love and very genuinely enjoy her channel. And it's okay to talk about different drama once in a while, but to me personally, her channel is going to be a success. I'm very, very happy and proud of her. She just recently got monetized, and I'm happy for her. I'm proud to call her friend. So it's a group chat for mods. Just cool. Yeah, that's all it is, sweetie. But I want to know what you guys think. I know that there are some people who have some very, very strong opinions about Without a Crystal Ball. And I do too. I just don't want to bash her. You guys know I don't tolerate that. I don't want her to be bashed and say, oh, she's this, she's that, she's this, she's that. Okay. I know that she's not the best person in the world. I know that. I have watched this woman for a year. When did I? Okay, so I made my YouTube in 2017. and I filmed my makeup videos. Maybe I filmed like maybe 6 or 7 makeup videos, and then my camera ended up breaking. So then I was on hiatus for until 2020. And I started making videos in, oh my God, let me just look. When did I start making videos? Again. Take it back. Okay. I started making videos again when I decided to add commentary 6 months ago. 6 months ago. So the reason why I chose to add commentary, and some of you guys know this, some of you don't, but the reason why I chose to add commentary is because of Without a Crystal Ball. That's how much I could not stand her. Like, I literally was a makeup channel, but I decided, you know what? I have something to say to the world, and this woman is pissing me the fuck off, because I would see her blatantly do these horrible things and never take any accountability, and then pretend as though she never even did it. And I'm like, no. So then that's when I decided to add commentary to doing makeup. So when I do videos, you guys, which I think you guys like me live streaming more, and I can definitely do makeup while I'm live streaming, but when I do videos, that's definitely when I will do makeup and talk commentary, whatever. But I do like live streaming so far. I think it's fun, and I like interacting with you guys and talking to you guys. So she would not get bashed if she would do the things she does. It just seems like people are bashing her because she's always doing something really disgusting. I agree, Shelly T. I'm good. Watch the Black Widow movie I think I've seen that movie. It's a good movie. I hope that one day she does. I've never seen her take accountability for anything. All I've seen is watch her play the blame game, and she's even starting to play the blame game. Like, I've watched the whole thing happen with Creepshow Art, and we will do a video about her, alive or whatever. I just don't like doing things that everyone else is doing, as far as, like, I think nobody else needs to even do another video on Creepshow Art, because I think we all know what the fuck's going on. So many people have done videos about her, so that's why I just did it. But I remember when that whole thing went down with Creepshow Art, and she did dox her. She doxed Creepshow Art. Just because, and then now she's saying she never did anything wrong to Creepshow Art, and she's using the fact that Creepshow Art is in a bad place to her advantage. I'm just tired of her doing this. Are you ever going to stop? Are you ever going to take any accountability ever for anything that you've done? So everything is everybody else's fault, and people are making videos about you for no reason, KJ. No reason. Come on now. I'm not part of no anti-KJ community, because at the end of the day, I think that, just like Melissa said, she could, KJ could be a good advocate, especially because I know, God bless her, her child. I know that she has a child who is sick and everything. Yeah, she's doxed several people, but she never admits these things, but it's always her. Nobody ever. It just makes me so mad, because it's so narcissistic to me. And I'm not a psychiatrist or diagnosing her or anything, but it's just narcissistic. Anytime you can't take any accountability and you blame things on other people, and then you use other people's downfalls to your advantage, that's a horrible thing. Okay? That's horrible. My daughter is 21 and says she is one of the most negative, drama-seeking, sad person. And I know that there are a lot of people that don't like her. And put a 1. Okay, yeah. Okay, I want you guys to put a 1 in the chat if KJ wasn't so problematic. Would you watch her, or wouldn't you? Put a 1 or 2. If you would watch her, like, let's just say she changes things around and takes a genuine accountability for herself, would you watch her or wouldn't you? She don't care about any of that. All she cares about is money. I agree. She is truly the definition of a narcissist person. 2. Okay, Boston put a 2. So if she was to just take full accountability and say, look, I've made some mistakes and just took ownership over everything that she's done, would you start watching her again? Put a 1 or put a 2? You just wouldn't, because you would never believe anything that she says. Okay, we got a lot of 2s. Nope, she's gone too far, and I know. I love you guys. She treats her subs and viewers like, you're right, Boston. She does. Not interested in the Duggars, so probably wouldn't watch. Yeah. She tried that. It's not. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are so honest. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to open up the panel. So before I open up the panel, I wanted to talk about Sophie Long real quick. She is missing. And I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of history on Sophie Long, because I know that everybody knows who she is. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of what's going on. I'm going to go warm up my coffee real quick and tell you guys about this, and then I will open up the panel. No, because she's not nice to those who are essentially paying her bills, her subs. I agree. I agree with you guys 100%. I don't think that I could ever watch her. And it's not just because of the Duggars. I'm not interested in them. And that's really what her channel is. And if you really want to look at it, she's in the same boat as the creators who have channels all about her. Because at the end of the day, yes, people will continue to watch KJ because of her coverage, like on Teen Mom and different things like that. But her views, where most of her views come in, is from the Duggars. So what happens when you can't talk about the Duggars anymore? Then what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with people who have their whole channel that is based solely on KJ. What are you going to do when there's nothing to talk about with KJ anymore? I'm not saying that that's ever going to happen, you know, because she gives you plenty to talk about. Like, I will never condone people who talk about her looks, you know, or anything like that, because at the end of the day, her looks have nothing to do. You don't even have to talk about her looks. She gives you all of the reasons to talk about the things that she does. All of the things that she does. You don't need to talk about her looks. She gives you enough, okay? And especially with children, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't care what you see on camera. And I said this in my last live about her, or live before that, I think. It is nobody's place to do the things that the people are doing when it comes to her child. I don't agree with it 100%. Children are off limits. People need to stop doing this bullshit because it's not right. And it's just crossing the line. You cannot tell what type of woman or parent, we know what type of woman she is, but you cannot judge what type of parent she is by her being online for a couple of hours, even if it's a couple of hours. Okay? You can't. People need to stop with that. Enough is enough. Quit bringing her child into this. It's wrong. And I'm 100% against it. 100%. You guys can't tell what kind of mother I am. Yes, you can look and see how I am. You know, I'm around my kids all day. They don't want anything to do with me until they see me doing something. So it's not as if I'm pushing my child away like, I don't want nothing to do with you because I'm live. No. It has to do with when I'm not live and I'm in their faces, trying to play with them, talking. They don't even care. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Things look differently in the eyes of people who are watching you. Oh, thank you, Boston. That's what I'm saying. It's way more than a couple of hours, but I agree with you. Yeah, it may be way more. I don't care how long it is, to be honest with you. Unless she is live for 24 hours constantly, there's no way that you can tell what type of mother she is, you guys. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. You are not in her home with her. You're not in her home. And either way, there are so many things that you can hold her accountable for. Hold on, let me close my door. Sorry about that, you guys. They're being loud. There are so many things that you can hold her accountable for. Why would you use her child? That's when it's crossing the line. That's what I have a problem with. And I will never be okay with that. I will never condone that. My problem is the hypocrisy. Don't talk about my kid, then talk about other people's kids, then complains about what's happening with her kid. Either do or don't, but dang, it's too much. I understand what you're saying, because she is, thank you, Carly. She is talking about like the Duggars and their parenting. You know, she's judging people's parents. I get what you're saying, but these people are on reality shows and things like that. KJ, maybe she's live or goes on Instagram for a long period of time. Maybe she is constantly online. That still doesn't give anybody a right to cross that line and call the CPS and all that stuff. It's wrong. And the only reason why people are doing it is because of their hatred of her. And it's wrong. And it's not fair to that child. Period. She showed her screen hours of her phone. It was like 6 to, whoa. I also know lots of dads that work 10-hour days and then go home to the office at home to work. More after dinner. No one calls them. Exactly. When dads do these kind of things, you know, yes, the woman, she definitely networks. She social networks, that's for sure. But it's her job. You know, this is her job. So therefore, this doesn't give anybody the right. Isn't she like the breadwinner of the house? Like, she makes the money. So at the end of the day, I don't care. Her kid should not ever be brought into this. I will never be okay with that. With anybody, period. Indeed, cops and CPS. It's not okay. Exactly. She is constantly online, but I'd never talk about her child ever. Good. I'm glad everybody agrees with that. It's not about Katie. It's about her son. He shouldn't be involved in this. I 100% agree. 100%. It's not about him, and nobody should involve him, and quit trying to use her child to hurt her. Talk about the other stuff that she does, but don't sit there and try to talk about her as a mother. And some things are crossing the line, y'all. And I've seen several videos as I've been doing research on her for this live, and I don't like the things that are happening to KJ. However, I cannot feel bad for KJ, because I know the pain that she has inflicted on other people. Right. I admire her drive too, Kimberly. Absolutely. I admire how she gives it her all, and she's constantly, you know, I wish I could do that, but I'm not the sole breadwinner in my home. I would like for YouTube to become my career, but at the end of the day, I'm not the breadwinner, you know, like my fiance is. So therefore, you know, I have kids to tend to. However, if I was the breadwinner and I was making money, then I would not want people to be talking about me just because I'm constantly online, because that's her job. Is to network, and to network herself. It's her job to be on Twitter. It's her job to do whatever it is that she has to gain more subs and more members on her channel. People may not like to hear that, but it's the truth. All right, so I'm going to go warm up my coffee and I'll open up the panel, but let me talk about Sophie Long real quick. Okay, so my heart and prayers go out to Sophie Long. If you don't, if you're not familiar with who Sophie Long is, it was just a big social media scandal that happened. What was it, last year? Which was a what do you call them? What do you call them? Donation things. what do you call? I don't even know what you call them, you guys. But there was lots of donations made in a fraudulent way on behalf of her father, who has been trying to get custody of GoFundMe. That's it. That shows you guys, like, I'm so lost with that. But there was a GoFundMe that her father, Michael Long, started. I don't even think he started it, did he? I stayed out of that case, y'all. Like, I did not want to go nowhere near that case. My heart and prayers went out for, because the main person that I cared about the most was Sophie, obviously. And I think some people really lost sight of what this whole case was about, because literally it was just this big social media scandal. Everybody who was once together ended up dividing, because some people believed the dad, and then some people didn't believe the dad. Some people believed in mom. If you ever want to catch up on the story, Critical K covered it a lot. Yeah, whatever. It's a bad taste in my mouth to say her name, but she did cover it in a good way. Like, I always agreed, and some people may disagree with me, but I always agreed with Critical K. I don't think that Sophie Long, in my personal opinion, was ever SA'd. I think that she definitely has experienced some form of abuse and parental alienation, which is abuse, but I could just tell by the video. You just have to imagine a child being manipulated and things like that. But that's another story. And if you guys ever want to talk about that, we can. But this was a 10-year-old child, very, very beautiful child. I think she has 2 other brothers. And she claimed that her stepfather, who her mother was with, was SAing her. There was a big GoFundMe set up. Her father made a lot of money for it, a lot of money. And right now they are in a custody battle with the mother and Michael Long. They're in a custody battle. And recently they went to court and it didn't go well for him, because there was a psych evaluation done. I'm pretty sure it was done on Sophie. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a psych evaluation done on little Sophie, and it wasn't good, from my understanding. And I'm pretty sure he took her and just took off. Technically, I don't think that it's kidnapping, because the judge did order for Sophie to be with Michael Long, but I think in court, after Sophie may have gotten the psych evaluation, things did not go in Michael Long's favor, which he's a bastard anyway. Everything that he has put that little girl through is disgusting. Everything. Like, my heart and prayers go out for this little girl. And please pray for her. But he did take her, and nobody knows where she's at, and he's not allowed to do that. So it is a hot mess. A hot mess. Her son has a lot of medical issues. I can message you, but I don't want to throw it around the internet. Yes, her son does have a lot of medical issues, Katie Joy, and I'm pretty sure her son is autistic, if I'm not mistaken. Good night, Just Because. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I'll try to go live earlier tomorrow, okay? I think she moved her videos to Patreon. Oh, really? Well, nobody's going to pay for that. She can keep dreaming. Okay, I will be right back, and then I'm going to open up the panel, okay? And I will try not to keep you guys for too long. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, she is missing. Let me make sure I have everything correct. Where the hell are my cigarettes at? Oh my God. Don't you guys hate it when you put the coffee in the microwave, but then you forget it? Hold on. Okay. All right. Let me make sure I have the information right, though. And thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate you. I'm so very happy to have you guys here. So thank you for watching. I love y'all. All right, let me make sure. Okay.
During all of this. However, everything that Fred said that she has since left that relationship she had with Michael. I don't know where she went or if any of this is true.
Okay, so nobody knows where she went. Nobody knows where he has her at. Nobody knows where Michael Long has her at. This case pretty much rocked everyone's entire life. Like everyone's entire life was consumed by this case, you know, and so many people stopped liking each other because, you know, friends that were once friends don't like each other because they, you know, were on Michael Long's side. And then some people, hold on, I got to change my battery out, but it did last for a while. Then some people were on Kelly's side, which is Sophie Long's mother. So it's just sad. You know, it's sad all the way around. I remember it and I didn't want anything to do with it because to me, when it comes to kids, I don't think it ever should have been put out there in the first place. So I stayed away as far as I could.
Orders were issued to Michael on Wednesday, July 7th, 2021 to have her given to a family member. I know that Sophie has told me herself she loves and trusts. She is not going
Hi, Donna.
home at this point. Michael left the courthouse.
Welcome and thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. All right, I gotta change my battery real quick before I turn my camera back on. Wait a minute. Well, I might have a charger. Never mind. I'll just. That's the only downside to this camera is that I'm always gonna have to like change the battery, but I can put my charger in.
Jeannie yesterday and John today. Given concerning
There's a lot of people who really did some good coverage about the case. I will say that. Who used to do coverage on it? I know that Critical K was one of them. Kaylee with the T, she used to do good coverage on the case. Just to name a few people that really cover the case well. There we go. Ten to Life, yes, also cover the case really well. Even though she has done, she's definitely made some mistakes, but she definitely covered the case well as far as, giving everybody exclusive information and stuff like that. Okay, so let's open up the panel. So let's see if you guys have any opinions about anything. If there's anything that you would like to say. I always like to open up the panel to get you guys' input and see what you guys think. So let me share the link real quick. It's definitely going to be like I'm very eerie about playing any clips with KJ because I know she strikes people. And I'm not trying to have, a whole bunch of strikes on my channel over something ridiculous. And I know she strikes people over ridiculous things just because she doesn't like what people have to say. Okay. So, well, it's just going to be lopsided. Well, no pressure. If you feel like you don't want to come up on panel, it's all in what you want to do. Like I said, I like to get other people's opinions. I don't like to just... I want to see something, though. I'm going to show a clip. I'm going to see if I can try to. Where the heck is it? I'm going to share my screen. Or wait, I might not have to. Hold on. Maybe for 15 seconds. Maybe like a 15-second clip. Okay, there was one part that I wanted to show you guys. It may not come up because I don't know if I did the audio right.
A drunk redneck. If he wants to drink, that's on him. We don't shame.
Hold on. The parents could be bad shit, but that didn't mean the child was lying, so I don't know. It is definitely, I really do feel as though she did go through some form of abuse, even if it was just, from her parents, as far as mental, parental alienation is real, y'all, and it's definitely something that I've been through myself. As far as with my 10-year-old. So it's definitely something that I feel she went through, but I also know that, excuse me, from watching her, there was something about the video that I didn't imagine. Being a child, being 10 years old, or is she 11 now? Okay, so imagine that. And imagine your parent saying to you, your father saying to you as a little girl, you have to do this or you will never see me again. Imagine how a child would feel if they were saying that. And this is all allegedly. This is just my opinion. Imagine if that was being told to Sophie. Just being told to her, look, you need to do this or you're never going to see me again. There was just something about that video that rubs me the wrong way. And then once I started doing my research, my allergies are so bad and it all settles in my throat. But imagine, being the child, being stuck in the middle, and Michael Long has done some horrible things to Kelly Long, which is a mother. He has a history of infidelity. He just has a history of being a fraud. And I definitely just seen through that video. There was something about that video that just rubbed me the wrong way, and I didn't agree with him putting out the video, period. It should never have been put out. Good night, Heather. Thank you. There was just something, the video never should have been put out in the first place. Like, why would you do that to your child? Why would you exploit your child like that, period? But ultimately, I don't know. It was just my opinion, and it's the opinion that I had from the very beginning. I just didn't believe, and it's not that I didn't believe Sophie. I think people weren't doing what was in her best interest, period. Even on the mother's side somewhat, but it was more Michael Long. And I do feel like he exploited his daughter. And what he did was absolutely horrible. And to be honest with you, he should be in jail. He should be in prison for what he's done. He really should. You do not do something like that. You have to put yourself in the mother's shoes. She was dragged horribly on social media. People were threatening her. People were calling her job. People were still calling CPS on her and threatening her boyfriend that she has a child with, just doing horrible things to that woman, and she didn't deserve any of it. He should be in jail, in my opinion. Everything that's been done can't be undone at this point. And I feel so bad. The main person that I obviously feel bad for is Sophie. God bless her. To be honest, Kelly did. She handled it with so much grace, integrity, class. I don't know how she did it. You are so right. She handled it with such grace. She didn't And to be honest with you, she could sue a lot of people for the horrible things that they have said, because people have done some horrible things to her, especially creators. Creators in their echo chambers and just egging people on and getting people hype and making people think that Kelly is just this horrible person and she's just this horrible mother. And it was sad. It was sad to watch. It was sad and I could just sit there and imagine. And I've somewhat been through that, but not to that extreme, obviously. But I've definitely been in her place, but not being played out on social media. Like, my heart goes out to her, but my heart especially goes out to the children, and especially Sophie. And the only thing that I don't like is, my biggest pet peeve is when people say, this girl's life is doomed. She's going to have problems dating, and it's going to be so horrible for her, and she's going to have such a hard and troubled and traumatic life because of everything she's been through and everything her father put her through, because her father is the one who ultimately put her through all of this. However, I don't agree with that. I think with counseling, and as long as she gets counseling and she has people surrounded around her that are supportive and loving and guides her through this, she's going to have a beautiful life, an amazing life. Don't put that on that child. Don't say that this girl is just going to have this traumatic life. She doesn't have to be a victim, okay? She really, really doesn't. She could definitely have an amazing life with, husbands, kids. Yes, this is something that's going to follow her for the rest of her life, and these are things that she's going to have to face. But with counseling and, help and people surrounded around her that are loving and caring, she's going to be fine. Don't doom her. Don't sit there and just automatically assume that her life is going to be horrible because of what happened to her. She is not what happened to her. This is not what defines this little girl. Period. I didn't follow the case closely, but I know that it really takes an expert to be able to distinguish between real and false allegations when it comes to kids. Often real allegations sound made up, or vice versa in my experience. I agree. Watching the video, I think a lot of people can interpret that video whatever way they want to. What I seen was something fraudulent was going on, and it has nothing to do with the little girl, because it's not her fault in any way, shape, or form. She's a child. I've seen it more with her father. He's the person that I was looking at. And even though the video was just horrible, it was a horrible video to watch and to see, but nobody knows exactly what happens. Like I said, I do think that she has definitely suffered some abuse, but I don't believe that story was true. And it's a sad story. It's heartbreaking. And I think what bothers me the most is when people say, oh, she's doomed, and people are just she's going to have such a hard life for what her dad did to her. And all I'm saying is, she is not what happened to her. Just because she went through these things does not mean she's going to have a hard life. She could have a beautiful, amazing life with husband and kids, and just, you can't sit there and put that on her. As long as she's getting the help that she needs, I really, truly believe in my heart, and I pray that she's going to have an amazing life, and it's obvious she deserves it. And then don't forget, there's other kids involved here. There's 2 other little boys, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a sad story overall. We see it all the time in lesser degrees with child custody and coaching by one parent. I don't know if I should go down that rabbit hole. Oh, yeah, it's not something that I wanted to go down. I would say that I definitely did it privately and did my research privately. Like, I just don't want anything to even do with the case now. I'm just letting you guys know that she was missing, and my opinion on what happened, because I've never like really publicly said my opinion. Obviously, everything I say is allegedly, and these are just opinions. Opinions are not facts, but this is just how I feel about that whole thing and how it went down. And it was sad. It was devastating. And, you know, all that money he made, he made like, I don't know. I think he made like, didn't he make like $200,000? He made a lot of money. Okay, that's fraud. He should be in jail, you know, in my opinion. No way should that man be walking free from all of the horrible things that he's done. And most importantly, what he's done to his daughter, his own daughter. It's even hard to talk about, to even think about. So it's definitely a rabbit hole that you might want to stop yourself from going down, because it's sad. It's really, really sad. And I hope that she's found. I pray that she's okay and that she's safe. I didn't know who he was, and was in a live chat where him and his girlfriend were there. And now that she is missing, I feel so weird about it. I had no idea what he was all about. Yeah. A lot of people didn't, you know, like you're more new, Boston. So a lot of people really didn't know what he was all about, but he's definitely not a very nice person for what he's done to his child. Ultimately, all the money is now gone. Is it gone, Kimberly? Oh my gosh. I agree with you, Tia. This should have never been talked about by the media so much. No, I don't agree. I don't think that anybody should have ever talked about this case. That's just my personal opinion. Even though he put it out there, and he should have never put it out there, but according to other people, he didn't know what else to do. There's a lot of other things that you could do. You didn't have to put it on social media. Okay? You didn't have to make it public. That's something that should be private. That is not something that the whole world should know. And in my opinion, I just think that no one should have talked about this. No one should have ever uttered a single word about this little girl, him, her, nothing. It should never have went as far as it did. But it did. And he got his money. And now it's gone. It's gone. It sounds like the publicity further complicated getting to the truth of things. It did. It didn't do anything but make the entire situation worse, because then that's when people started getting involved and trying to threaten Kelly, which is the mother. They were threatening her. She had to move, like literally everywhere she went. You know, I don't know how she did it. You know, imagine being threatened constantly, which I know, Melissa, that you've definitely dealt with that, you know, on social media, you know, but imagine not being able to go anywhere or do anything because people are threatening you and you're afraid to leave your own home, or people are threatening you when you're in your home and you have to move. Like, she has been through so much, and you know what? She has never said a word. She let her attorney do all the talking when people were slandering her, dragging her name through the mud, threatening her, calling her job, doing everything that they have done. She kept quiet the whole time. And that is what is so absolutely amazing, is she was able to she kept her mouth shut. Off topic. Sorry, Tia. I'm in love with Thank you, Boston. Thank you, Mother Funk. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I need to put it up in a ponytail today, but I'm probably going to try to keep it red for a while. But it was just a bad overall story, period. But it's really admirable. I admire people who are able to keep quiet when people are talking about them. Do you guys ever notice that when Beyonce is talked about, she never acknowledges any of it? When people are talking about her badly, when people are spreading rumors, she lets her publicist do all the talking. She does not respond to that bullshit. She stays graceful. She stays classy. Every now and then, she might address some things, like if she's being asked. She doesn't hardly even do interviews anymore. You know, she'll address some things, but very rarely. She lets everyone think whatever they want to because she knows she's the queen. We still got to do the Beyonce video. We are. But she knows she's the queen. And the beehive ain't going nowhere. Exactly. That's it, motherfucker. That's it. KJ always has to respond to any person that talks badly about her, right? But as a creator, people are going to talk about you, and there is nothing, not a damn thing that you can do about it. But it seems as though she thinks that she can. She wants people, she's always addressing people and pulling people up. Like, I want to show you guys this clip, but I'm afraid that she's going to strike me, so I'm not going to. But literally, she's putting up all of these creators that talk about her. A lot of creators, okay? Giving them recognition to her 173,000 subscribers and just calling them out. That's not what you do. You don't do that, okay? I can't do a damn thing if a creator is talking about me. What can I do? I can respond, and I can keep responding, and I can keep responding, and I can keep fucking responding. But where is that going to get me? What is that going to do? If I keep responding, that's doing exactly what they want me to do, right? They want me to respond to them. So then it can be, she does a video, I do a video. He does a video, I do a video. Back and forth, back and forth. No, I ain't got time for the bullshit. I don't. Today, she threatened to use her own essay for profit, like EKC did. And I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? I seen that video. I seen it. She did a video. Damn, I wish I could play a clip. I will sit and do some research. Me too, Melissa. I will sit and do some research, okay, you guys? I just don't want to get my channel struck. And I'm not going to deal with that from her, because then I will really, really get upset. I will really get upset. Like, how do you use your essay to profit? And what do you mean, EKC did, Melissa? You need to come up on panel. You need to come up on panel for a minute. But even if you don't, I'm going to wrap this up, because it's getting late and I know everybody needs to go to sleep. And I'm not even trying to keep you guys for too long, because I always do all the time. She monetized videos about her essay. It just doesn't stop with her. It just doesn't. Like, I don't even know what to say. The fact that I want to see this clip. I want to see the clip where she said that her being arrested. Oh, thank you, Melissa. You're so sweet. I want to see the damn clip of her comparing her as a white woman being arrested Oh my God. Like a black person. And you can pull it off, Melissa. Trust me. You can pull it off. You have that skin tone for it. You have a very olive skin tone. You can pull off red hair if you wanted to, or even red streaks. That would be pretty too. You guys, right? And Katie's been tweeting nonstop about it. I even agree with Katie that it's gone too far with this stuff, but she has gone off the deep end. Yeah, because she keeps talking about it. EKC went over KJ. Her essay report. Why? Oh my goodness. We're going to have to do another video about this. Why would she go over? Why? Yeah, people are going too far. Yes, Boston is going pink on Friday, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what it looks like. You can definitely pull it off. I tried red. It didn't work for me. I tend to stick to purple and blues. I love purple and blue hair. It's so pretty. And it looks so healthy too. I like purple and blue hair. But I'm going to stick with red for a while. Because I like red and my fiance likes it red. So I'm going to stick with it for a little bit. Usually I change it a lot, but I'm going to stick with red for a while. She believes Katie lied about the detective not thoroughly investigating her essay. So you're saying that EKC doesn't believe that KJ was essayed? Yes, I can't wait to see Boston's hair. It's going to be so pretty. That's crazy. Like I said, I don't have a problem with EKC. I don't think that she's a bad person or anything like that. It's just that some of the things that she has been doing, I don't agree with. And in a lot of ways, even with me speaking to her, it just seems like she just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, you guys. Like, she's very much in for herself. And, you know, I hope that she's very careful about some of the things that she says, because I would hope for her not to be included in this lawsuit. I do think that a lot of EKC's lives are very knowledgeable and intelligent. I think she's a very intelligent woman, but I just don't like the way she's handled a lot of things thus far. It's just very, very uncomfortable to me. She said she believes she was essayed, but not that the detective dropped the ball. But in my opinion, it's still too much. Let it go. Don't need to go there. She filed an FOIA to get it. Oh, wow. Why? Okay, that's the... She believes... Let me look over here because it's just better for me to look over here. Okay, she believes KJ was essayed, just doesn't believe some of the allegations KJ has said about how she was treated. Oh, so she believes she was essayed, just not about the specifics of it. She thinks that KJ's lying. I don't know how you're going to be able to prove that, though. Like, how are you going to be able to prove the specifics? Because me even remembering some of the things that KJ has said, she doesn't even remember. So how are you going to be able to prove that, you know, she's lying? There's no way you're going to be able to prove that. It's like, it's a losing battle. So you might as well just give it up. I'm just saying. Like, if you're going to go and get her records for essay, which to me, that's just going a little bit too far. That's getting a little bit too personal. And if you're going to go and read that shit, fine. But what I have a problem with is, how are you going to know what Without a Crystal Ball is lying about if Without a Crystal Ball even says she doesn't remember what happened? Like, to me, it's going too far. It's going way too far, and she's crossing the line. And like I said, I still think that EKC is a nice person, whatever. I just don't like a lot of her ways. You know what I mean? Looking gorgeous. Thank you, Allison. You're so sweet. She highlighted contradictions in her statements. And if the report from the police investigation doesn't say that they found Katie to be a liar, then it's pretty defamatory. I think it just said they didn't find evidence to pursue it, which is different. Right, that is different. I have no idea. I think it's a dangerous subject to even try and investigate at this point. That's where I'm at, Kimberly. I feel like I agree with you, Kimberly, and Melissa. I feel like you're crossing a line here because there's no way that you're going to be able to prove that any of the allegations that KJ made, regardless of anything, you're not going to be able to prove. What are you going to do? Issue her a lie detector test? Like, you're going too far with that. I don't feel like you have to do that. You don't have to do that. She does enough shit. Talk about that. But going and pulling up essay, to me, that's crossing the line. That's crossing the line to me. It's too much. I agree with you, Kimberly and Melissa. People's memories after trauma can be messed up for years afterwards. Yes, absolutely. You see, here's the thing. No matter how much even people like EKC or whatever want to say that they're not a part of the anti-KJ community, I beg to differ. You may not be crossing the line and doing like horrible things like Nat is doing, but in the same sense, to cross the line to get her essay report to try to prove that she's lying about some of the allegations or whatever it is. I don't know her side of the story. This is all allegedly. But to me, why would you even go that far? I feel like with the anti-KJ community, they let their hatred consume them so much that they cannot face reality. Their hate for her and everything about her consumes them so much that they can't even think critically. You can't think critically. You're thinking solely based on your hatred for her. And that is where you're crossing a line. If you cannot push aside your hatred for somebody to be able to tell right from wrong of what they're doing, if it's right or if it's wrong, if you literally have so much hate for her that no matter what she does, it's always wrong, that's a problem. That's a problem. Not going to respond. Take another walk, a longer one this time. Who are you talking to, Shelbel? I think that crosses lines big time. I agree. Is Melissa Pop here? Who's Melissa Pop? Okay. Katie has said her not remembering the night and the way the investigation went was the most traumatic part of her essay. So I felt like it was messed up to dig into it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's going too far, and that's just the only problem when it comes to the anti-KJ community. I feel like you're letting your emotions take over you so much that, to me, what is the point of even digging that up? I don't agree with that at all. Please keep the chat respectful. No outside drama. Thank you, Melissa. Yes, be respectful towards everyone in the comments, or you will be timed out and blocked the second time. Allison has been following me from live to live, talking about my kids and other BS lies, so I was writing them to keep myself from responding. right? Riley, I agree with that. The sky is purple. I don't see it, but trust me, my mods will take care of it if that's the case, Shellbell. No, yeah, and no other creators. Unless I talk about them. But yeah, I just like I said, I don't care for the woman. She is, to me, not a nice person. KJ is not a nice person to me. And I don't want to hear the bullshit about it's okay. You know, I have not seen anything mentioned in this particular chat, but let's keep things civil. Thank you. Yeah. I don't like the things that KJ does, but there's so much to talk about. Going and pulling up her essay records is completely unnecessary. I feel like that's when you're crossing a line. And if you're doing things like that, you better welcome yourself into the anti-KJ community, because that's what you're a part of, in my personal opinion. There's a difference between holding her accountable and then crossing the line into going and getting essay reports. What are you going? So what's the point in that? I just don't understand. If KJ herself doesn't remember because it was so traumatic, which that is very possible of happening. If things happen in a very traumatic way, you get PTSD and you forget certain things. So if she doesn't remember, how are you going to prove that she's lying? That's crossing a line. I don't agree with that whatsoever. So ultimately, what's our conclusion here? And don't worry, you can come up on panel next time. I know it's intimidating to come up on panels, and it's perfectly fine, but I want to come to a conclusion here of like what we've talked about. Don't tell someone to take a walk, a long one. It's pretty make saying the walk off up here, in my opinion. What is going on, Allison, between you and Shelbel? Exactly. People's hate make them irrational. I agree, Shelbel. Melissa Jade, no worries. She stayed. 8 was following her from the other live. What other live? Where she, don't say the creator's name. Never mind. Where she was saying things that were not okay. So when she addressed me here, I just wanted to say for her to leave me be. Yes, because we're not going to put up with that in this chat. I'll tell you that right now. That's just today's excuse. They actually did it because KJ was digging into Sophie's records. Okay. I don't even know what to say about that. Because how do we know that she was digging into Sophie's records? And if that's the case, then you're going to be coming down on a lot of people, because a lot of people have dug through Sophie's records. A lot of people have. Yeah, Mother Funk. But 2 wrongs, 2 wrongs don't make a right. And that's the damn truth. And that's what I'm talking about. Because with me, I have to look at it like this. Like I told you guys, I have a huge and insane amount of respect for people who are able to let people say whatever they want, and just ignore them and not address it. And I want to be like that. And I will be. I will be one day. KJ did about Sophie. I saw it. So she looked into Sophie's records. But you shake the moral ground you stand on when you behave like them. I agree. I agree, Melissa. She's just trying to make more of a name for herself. She may have looked into Sophie's records, okay? But what I'm saying is that a lot of people have because of everything that's been going on. This is something that happened to KJ in the past, and I don't see what it has to do with anything with all of the bullshit that she does. She does enough stuff. You don't have to bring that shit up. I don't agree with it. And just because somebody else does something doesn't mean that it makes it okay for you to do it. So because she dug things up on Sophie, so that means that you're going to go and dig. So it's just going to keep being like this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's ridiculous. But that doesn't make an excuse for others to look into. Right. That's what I'm saying, Lynn. I agree. Like, what is that? I don't understand. Like, she's backed. She's backed out, came back. Backed out, came back. Who are you talking about? KJ? I don't agree with either. I'm just saying. Right. I don't agree with any of it, period. None of it is right. You know, like I said, I'm not saying that I don't like EKC. I even watched some of her content. Like I watched what she did about Critical K, which we'll be covering very soon. I just I've looked at her differently watching her throughout these few months. You know what I mean? Like I feel like she covers, you know, topics that she covers, which is mostly KJ, but when she covers other topics, you know, I think she does a great job at covering other topics. So I don't understand why continuously covering KJ. She's not that interesting to me. And I've said that before. Like when I did 3 videos about KJ, and then I said, I'm done. I am not making my channel about this woman. Like I said in my past live, I would go off about her because she literally used to make me that mad. And let me tell you guys something. Had I continued to do videos about KJ, I would probably be a part of the anti-KJ community. Would I ever dox and do any crazy things or go look up her essay? Who has time for that? I sure as hell don't. I don't have time for that bullshit. But at the end of the day, I would never do those things. But I definitely had a very, very strong dislike for her. Like you could see the passion and hear it in my voice. And when I would do videos about her, people would say, oh, I can't wait till you do another one. I can't wait till you do another one. And I'm like, no. I had to cut her out and I had to remove myself from that whole thing of talking about her and critiquing and picking apart every single thing that she does. Because for one, I tried to put myself in her position and I wouldn't like it if it was being done to me, even though I'm sure it could and will one day. It's inevitable with every creator. But I will say that I took myself out because it was toxic. Every time I would watch her, I would get so mad because she would lie. And it used to piss me off so bad. She has zero self-awareness. It's like literally she could do something one day and the next day pretend that she didn't even do it. And it used to piss me off. I've watched her dox people and I just had to remove myself from it all because it was starting to really piss me off. And it was toxic. It was just toxic. But even so, when I would tell my supporters, look, I am not talking about this woman no more. She's not an interesting person at all. The only thing interesting about her is the stupid freaking bullshit that she does. But looking up her essay records, to me, that's crossing the line there. I mean, come on. Do we really have to go that far? With all the nonsense that KJ does, do we really have to go pull up her essay records and pick apart every single thing about it and try to debunk her story or whatever it is that's going on? Like, it's enough. It's enough. Tia, a lot of creators on that group have come out to say they won't continue to make videos on her because it's unhealthy for them. Oh, well then good. I hope they don't. I hope they don't. That would be great if they don't. She is trying to make herself relevant in the long case again, which is why she is back. Yeah. Did she do a video about that too? I don't think I've seen that. She lies so much that she gets mad when people don't believe her the one time she tells the truth. Yeah, because how can you believe somebody that constantly lies? Her husband doesn't help. I really have never really seen her husband that much. You have to remove yourself from the toxicity and negativity. It begins to consume you. Absolutely. That's what I agree with. Like, I had to take myself out of it because I'm like, this is driving me insane. And I had to start covering something else because it's too toxic. So I don't think you're alone there in covering her bringing so much toxic energy. Well, if there are creators, I did see, oh my God, what's that girl's name? Manda Pants. I do watch her sometimes. I like some of her content, and I seen her video, and I seen that she kind of removed herself. I don't know the whole story with that, and I do want to know the whole story, so I need to do some more research. But I see that she took herself out of the situation, and I don't even really think that she was really bad towards KJ, was she? She just kind of talked about the problematic things that KJ does. So it was kind of sad for me to see her kind of remove herself from it because she really wasn't doing anything bad, in my opinion. Like, I don't hear anything about her freaking pulling up essay reports and stuff like that. So I was kind of sad when she removed herself because I feel like she really did cover KJ in a very I don't know, in a very classy way, in my opinion. But I do see a lot of creators that literally were just holding KJ accountable for her actions that have been removing herself. It's almost as if the anti-KJ community has made it bad for other creators who literally just report and talk about the problematic things that KJ does. It almost seems like they made it bad for other creators, if you know what I mean. Thank you, my friend Melissa Jade. I don't see. Yay, Susie. How are you, beautiful? Thank you for stopping by. Amanda Pants would share her experiences about working for CPS and sharing her knowledge. Yeah. That's why I liked her. She's very knowledgeable. I liked, listening to her. I don't watch her all the time, but I really liked her content. So I don't think that she, in my opinion, from what I've seen, now mind you, I haven't seen all her videos, but the videos that I would see about her, I feel like she covered KJ in a very classy way. Yes, you could tell that she didn't like KJ that much, but she covered her the best way that she could without being toxic and just kind of talking about the problematic things KJ does. The anti-KJ community, I feel like, has made it bad for other creators who are simply just trying to hold KJ accountable. And it's not fair. It's not fair. They need to stop because it's making other creators that are simply doing what they are supposed to be doing on their commentary channels or their drama channels or whatever, it's making everybody look bad. And to see Manda Pants, step away, I was like, step away as far as talking about KJ, it's kind of sad because, she was put in the middle of the community drama. That's why I think she didn't want to be a part of it all anymore, which I don't blame her in a way. I'm just saying I don't think that she covered KJ in a bad way. I, enjoyed her content when I watch her, and I feel like she was very classy about it. So I'm saying you have to remove yourself from toxic situations, you guys. Hi, Tia. I'm making my rounds on YouTube. Glad to see you are live. What's your opinion on this story. I don't believe it until LE is making a statement. Are you talking about Sophie Long being missing, Chantella? Yeah. My opinion is it's sad. I hope that she's found. I ask for everybody to keep her in your prayers because it's really sad that this is happening. This little girl has been through enough. She's been through enough. It's time for her to go home to her mother, in my personal opinion. Good night, Kimberly. Rowdy Mom, love you. Good night, Kimberly. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna wrap this up in a couple minutes anyway. Yes, I'm okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to use this laptop while I fix my phone. Yeah, Mac is not an easy computer to use, that's for sure. But once you get it, it's golden, girl. I love my Mac. Thank you guys all for being here, though. I respect you guys so much and appreciate you guys for being so respectful in the comments. But like I said, let's pray for Sophie that she gets home. To me personally, she needs to go home with her mother, but that's me. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about it. She needs to be with her mother. Okay, she should have been with her mother a long time ago. The de-brainwashing has to happen first with therapy before going home, unfortunately. I get all that. I'm saying that without saying all the other stuff, Shellbell. But yes, I understand what you're saying. She definitely needs to be in counseling, and she definitely needs to, it's time to get her on the process and get it started to go home with her mother and her family and her brothers. Ambien makes me so sleepy. Yeah, I used to be on Ambien a long time ago. Well, not that long ago, like a few years ago, and it does work really good. You know what I do? I just take a Benadryl. Like if I get can't sleep very well, I'll just take a Benadryl. Sending love and prayers for Sophie. Yes, please send all of your love and prayers for Sophie that she gets that she's safe and that she gets home safely. I'm praying for her and overall in general. I'm praying for her. I'm praying for the boys. I'm praying for the mother. I'll even pray for Michael Long. I pray Michael Long gets what he deserves. How about that? She isn't on it. OT was a jab at me. OT? Who is OT? Reunification. I agree, Allison. Block her, Shell. Block who? Am I missing something? I don't see anything. Are you saying that somebody is saying bad things to you, Showbell? Is that what you're saying? Oh, Allison. Mother Funk. And was hoping I wouldn't have to. Ambien made me sleepwalk and I have food allergies, so I got nervous. It made you sleepwalk? Holy shit. Well, if she... Tia, no, don't worry. It's Shellbell's problem and she needs to block people if they annoy her or ignore. It's very simple. It's a sock account. Well, then who is it? Yeah, is that what you're talking about, the Ambien comment, Shellbell? Yeah. Well, regardless, we are going to wrap this up, you guys. Keep Sophie Long in your prayers that she is safe right now and that she will get home to her family. There is no way for us to know, unfortunately. Please just block one another so you can't see each other's comments. Yeah. I will tell you that right now, because there's no way to know. There's no way for us to know, Shelbel, if she's taking jabs at you that only she would know. You know what I mean? Like, we can't know that. The only way we would know is if she's saying, Shelbel, you're this, you're that, and you're this, and saying derogatory things. But if she's just saying things to annoy you because she knows you or she knows something personally about you and she's taking jabs, just block her so you won't have to see her. Oh, thank you so much, Melissa, for being here. Because I can tell you right now, my mods aren't going to put up with it. They're just not. They just, they won't put up with that. Especially Melissa. We pretty much kind of run our chats the same way. And we don't want any nonsense or any bullcrap in the chat. So if she's annoying you, please block her so you can't see her. KJ egged Michael Long on in her video. She is repulsive. I'm going to go watch the video as soon as I wrap this up. For T Love. Yeah, I'm going to go watch the video. Yeah, what are you talking about in the other chat? Yeah, we weren't in the other chat, so we don't know what happened, sweetie. We don't know what happened in the other chat. All I'm saying is if she is saying things to you that we unfortunately cannot catch because we don't know you personally, you know what I'm saying? So if she's making like personal jabs at you, just, block her and call it a day. It's difficult because Sue just makes more accounts. I'll try to ignore it in comments about my kids or what set me off. I apologize. It's all good. Who is Sue? Katie Joy is the worst spokesperson, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to go watch the video. I'm not going to comment on the video until I watch it. But what I will say is that I didn't like the way she covered the case to begin with. But she definitely exploited, that little girl. And regardless, what I will say is let's just pray that she gets home safely, and let's pray that ultimately, with the proper steps that need to be taken so she can get home to her mother, even though I'm sure that this little girl has been brainwashed like completely. I believe that everything's going to work out and it's going to be okay. And I just want everyone to seriously just pray that she gets home and that she is safe right now. So keep her in your prayers. It's a very sad that she is technically missing. I don't think she's technically like kidnapped, because technically I think Michael Long still has custody, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I hate my allergies, you guys. It all settles in my throat. When I take my Benadryl, I feel better though. Well, thank you for T Love. I appreciate that. Yeah. Melissa handles that stuff good. Sophie Long needs prayers because she is missing right now and nobody knows where she is. Yes, welcome, Forty Love. Thank you so much for coming in here. My hairstyle, it's just a ponytail. It's just a ponytail. But it's so sad. That little girl, that poor little girl, man. She's just endured so much. How much more is she going to have to be put through? I hope he didn't run with her, but there's nothing on Sequin PD page. For your allergies, put a clove of garlic up each nostril for at least 20 minutes. It works like a charm, even though it sounds weird. It does sound weird, but I will try that. I've never heard of that. That's crazy. But I'm all into those kind of natural therapies. So, oh, I heard about Sophie. Yes, many prayers. Thank you, TM. Yes, please pray for her that she's safe and that she gets home safe. I know that this little girl has endured so much. My heart and prayers go out to her, and also, to the whole family overall. Kelly, she's just been through so fucking much, man. Like, my heart and prayers go out to the whole family. He is just in contempt at this point for not bringing her to the visit. Okay. All right, you guys, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you guys for all of your comments. Thank you so much for being here. I love each and every one of you. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's live. I will be live tomorrow. It's not for certain, but more than likely I will be live tomorrow. I stopped following this story a long time ago, so can someone quickly give me a rundown? The rundown is coolly that Sophie Long is missing right now. Nobody knows where she's at. I think she was supposed to go for a visit, maybe to see her mother, and he didn't do that. He didn't take Sophie Long for her visit, so technically right now she's missing. I stopped following it too, but there is a lot of people covering it right now, so there's not much that people know. We just know that she's missing. So everyone pray that she's safe and that she gets home safely. And I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to do it all over again tomorrow. I'll try to go live earlier, but y'all know how I am. Y'all know me. It'll get better once the kids go back to school. But until then, it's always spontaneous. But I always enjoy going live and interacting with you guys. It's like such a highlight of my day. Sorry I couldn't get here sooner, but I will watch the replay. Good night. And thank you so much, Nicole, for being here. I appreciate you. Can't they take the court docs to the PD? I don't think it works like that, though. Just me too. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think it works like that because even in my situation, let's just say that I take my child for his visitation to his father. Technically, if he didn't bring him back, there would be steps that I would have to go through, and it would be more than just that. Like, I would probably have to go through a lot. I'm not like really familiar with it, but maybe that is what's going on. No, we don't know yet. All we know right now is that technically she's missing, that she's with her dad, but she didn't go for her visitation like she was supposed to. And it takes, right, Charbel, it takes some steps to do that, which is weird because it shouldn't, but it does. But I guess not. PD can't do anything unless there's a signed order from the judge to remove the right. Like, it takes some steps to have to go. Like, I haven't been there, but I know that there has definitely been occasions where I've been in situations like that, and there's really nothing that the police can do. It is a, what do they say? A juvenile, oops, sorry, you guys, I gotta change my battery. It's like a juvenile situation, to be honest with you. So it really doesn't have anything to do with the cops. The cops can't do anything, to be honest with you. I have a standing order for that because of this exact situation. I've been kind of in that situation, but not really. But I do know there was a situation that I was in where I had to call the cops, and there's literally nothing that the cops could do. Nothing. But it's definitely something that obviously can immediately be ordered by a judge. But if they don't know where she's at, that makes it pretty bad. You know what I mean? And then if it's ordered by a judge, once it is, then that's when it turns into kidnapping. So hopefully she gets home safe and sound. I hope that it doesn't go any further, that she gets home safe, and I pray that she does, because this little girl has endured enough. Enough is enough. This man has exploited his daughter enough. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel, and maybe people might disagree with me, and that's okay. But I hope that you guys have an amazing night. What time is it? 3:30. I'm probably just going to figure out a little bit more with this camera. I'm not with the camera. I mean, I'm familiar with the camera, but I need to figure out a way to make it stay charged longer, so I don't have to switch it. But it's pretty cool to be able to use my camera, because I paid a lot of money for this thing. And because I've been going live so much lately, I'm like, we got to figure out a way. And it took some doing, but God is good. And we figured out a way to be able to use it. So, just probably going to go get something to eat. And that's okay. I'm going to go get something to eat, and I hope you guys have an amazing night. I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm going to eat. Probably some cookies or Oreos or something. That statement says it all for me, Tia. She has been exploited enough. Yes, absolutely. She's been exploited enough. It's time for her to go home. We lost Tia, but thank you everyone for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful night. But yes, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for being here. This was a great live. And next time I will encourage more people to come on panel. You don't have to be afraid. I don't bite, I promise. I want everyone to have a good night. Thank you to my beautiful mods. I appreciate you guys both. Thank you to everyone who was here. I love y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we're going to talk about something. And if you have any questions or concerns, leave them down in the comments below. To all my replay watchers, I love y'all. Okay, sorry you missed it, but I love you anyway for catching the replay. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and click the like button or the unlike button, whatever. It's all interaction. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.